Now. Hello! Hello, everyone! How you doing tonight? Everyone having a fantastically dumpster fire-ish of a night? I hope you're ready. I hope you're absolutely ready, because you know what's coming? You know what's coming? Dumpster fire's coming tonight. Five! Fill us in on this, my man. What's going on?
Are we just a dumpster fire of dumpster fires of dumpster fires, just dumpster firing while we dumpster firing?
We've had a hardcore dumpster fire. This is how it's always been. But in the meantime, I just wanted to let you know of. Let me change that up. It looks like it's gone a little haywire on me because I tried to change up my settings on this screen.
Can they hear us? They can hear us, and they can hear you.
I think, yeah, I know. They can hear us.
And there's
it's incredible.
A tire fire. There we go. Yeah. There's a tear maker.
Yeah, I got to change this up. Hold on 1 second.
Sexy right there. That is the short bus of tear makers that I've ever seen.
There we go. God. We got this. We got this. There we go. We're good now.
Yeah.
That is such a basic bitch stream right now. As I said, I usually...
There you go. Yeah, widen it up a little bit. Yep. There you go. All right.
There it is. Nice and wide. Just like your girlfriend's butthole.
Oh, hey now.
Yeah, saying you're a little loud, but otherwise you're good to go. Yeah, I'm not doing every 3 seconds. I know, it's amazing. I mean, as I said, like, it's the place I'm at. But,
move away from the... There we go.
Yeah, move away. Right. Be like a Chocolate Rain guy. Move away from the mic when you're trying to breathe
Chocolate Rain. I love that guy. Yeah, what happened to him? Didn't they... Do you ever...
I think he's like a voice actor, I want to say. That's where I last checked. Baldman's just taking a day off from hosting the stream tonight. He was supposed to do this last week, but then shit went haywire, and I was ready to break someone's neck.
Yeah, 3 MPS internet happened. That's what happened.
I should check it right now. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, do a
internet speed, and this is not with Ethernet. So my internet speed now is it's like 6, but this is just internet speed download. So I don't know. It probably is also because I'm streaming right now. It could be that.
So you're streaming too?
Yeah. So it's like a little.
What are you streaming? Are you?
Well, I'm streaming this. I'm streaming this.
Oh.
So it's probably why it's slower.
I'm not even high, and that's what.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Where's John Boy? I asked John Boy to come on, and he kind of changed the subject. I was like,
I don't blame him for that, dude. You're trying to be so thirsty for him so bad.
Was pretty thirsty. Like, I pushed him every minute.
It's like please come on to the dumpster fire. I'll suck your dick.
For the collab, because I was like, hey, dude, we should upload on the same day at the same time. It wasn't like your normal collab where, I just get, I say, hey, this is what I need you to appear on. Like, because I was like, hey, dude, let's make our own videos on our own channels. We'll swap over. But, we got to be ready to go by like Monday. And dude, he was on it, man. He was on every time I asked him for something. He didn't reply like instantaneously, but I was impressed by Jimmy O'Brien at John Boy Media, how on task he was. So that was a really fun collab to do, and apparently both videos are doing really well. So
not bad. I saw you were like 70,000, which isn't too bad.
Yeah. His is like at 90,000 after a day. Mine's at like 81 now, which is
that's not bad.
Like, that's like a good. For me, like my videos seem.
Well, yours are more boom or bust. I feel like when yours eat, they eat. Like they go Chinese buffet style eat.
Yes, they go like a Chinese citizen in a obscure food market. Crazy. They just start eating all the bats. But
no, they're eating pangolin. Pangolin.
I'm working on now is just doing only videos that I know will eat instead of being selfish all the time, and like just doing fun projects. Like right now, because views are so down, I'm only doing slappers now.
You
like,
have to.
Triggering the NBA is coming out next.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. I mean,
Yeah.
like for me, it's just gonna be like long term. I finished up a vid. I'll probably be releasing it tonight. I just want to sit on it a little bit. But it's a legacy of failure, but it's not the Leafs.
There are more teams down on that tier that we can't see.
Oh yeah, there are a bunch of them, dude.
Oh, you got a bunch? Yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I highlighted all of them. Look at all of these teams. That's a lot of damage to go through, man.
I can't even see.
It's going through now. But we've got, I have no idea, like 40, 45 of me gauging what teams are pathetic. So let's go over our system right now. The top one is the obvious Eternal Pain. Your most painful of the saddest of the sad franchises. You know, your Eeyores. Like the ones that are going to be terrible. Just flat out terrible. There's no hope whatsoever. If suicide or euthanasia were allowed, they would be the first in line. Second one is God Hates You. Obviously, God hates you because he shits on your front lawn and gives you bad luck. And that's a lot of damage. No flex tape to fix that. Bog standard pain, that's pretty standard stuff. You know, just a bad championship loss or losing a Super Bowl or, you know, getting eliminated from the playoffs in a rough fashion. This one...
Up.
Yep.
I accidentally closed the Discord.
Whap, whap.
I was talking for a while. I was like, hey, Tree's not interrupting me.
Oh, it was one, but I was just going over the ranks. I'm up to pump up your numbers, rookie, which is just like, this is not pain comparable to any of the higher ones. And the last one is Detroit. They need just their own tier. And I'm going to give them a fancy color. I'm going to just give them gray because they are miserable and they are pathetic. And that is how it should be. Detroit. Just like the Lions color.
It's just very... It's just not good, you know?
It's Detroit. It's absolutely Detroit. Let's go over a few super chats before we begin.
Yeah.
Kai Wilson for $4.99. Please join us for a 15-second moment of silence in remembrance of the XFL. If wanted, press F to pay respects. The football gods show no mercy. Amen.
Really sad, man. They had it. They
didn't do anything wrong. I mean, as I said, I did like a brief video on it.
Yeah, it's just they after, you know, we biomedically engineer some type of cure for Corona AIDS, we'll be back. And
of course. It might take a while, but we'll be back.
It showed that I think the market's thirsty for it, but it's smart to shut down.
It's just you can't. Unfortunately, it only takes one for it to mess up.
Yeah, it's a tragic business move or a tragic event, but it's you can't just pay people for nothing, you know. Like I think we learned a lot of things though about how the NFL can be improved, and
but they won't do it anyway because look at pass interference. They undid that rule. It's like, oh yeah, it didn't work. It's because you didn't overturn anything that was pretty obvious. There was like 5 pass interference plays that were so obvious to the naked eye, yet they weren't called back.
They just did put that rule in there as a knee jerk to appease the Saints.
Well, it could work, but it's like there's ways to get backfire, but they didn't even care about it. It's like, we don't want to offend the refs' egos. Just have all you need is a sky judge. That's all you need.
I think the whole thing was stupid to be. It's conceptually good and executed horribly because pass interference is so subjective. It just get better at reffing, get better angles.
They won't do that though. We have technology. We should use it. I mean, humans are going to make mistakes. It happens, but it doesn't seem like they care about improving.
Well, now we have so many fucking angles of everything that ever happens. Like you can't hide stuff now in pro sports. Like back in the day, you know, Babe Ruth could beat out a hit or something, but he's Babe Ruth, right? Or I remember watching a game in the 80s and I saw what's his name, Santana for the Mets turn a double play. He was like 2 feet away from the bag. Mm-hmm. And the only reason that we even noticed it because they showed the camera angle of it, and he literally missed the bag by 2 feet, and the umpire called him out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's funny. Huh. I had no idea they just they didn't touch the bag. But now you have to touch the bag when you're turning, and then Chase Utley happened. Mm-hmm.
Well, it technically was a Chris Coughlin into Jung Ho Gung. That's when the rule should have changed, but Chase Utley's more known than Jung Ho Gung.
When Ruben Tejada, he just busted him completely.
Yep.
And then everyone was like, all right.
And then the Buster Posey rule, like, oh, they did that for years, but oh no, it's Buster Posey. We got to change it.
Anytime a superstar goes down, good old Buster. Good old Buster and his inability to block the plate properly.
Yeah,
Said
buddy.
from me, a guy that never played past high school.
But let's go for a couple Tucker White 94s before we begin. Tucker White 94. If the football gods wanted to be the cruelest bastards ever to exist, they'd allow a Browns versus Lions Super Bowl to happen. No, that'd actually be a blessing. That worse would be a Browns versus Lions toilet bowl.
I mean, they let the Indians play the fucking Cubs in the World Series. Like, I think it's possible, right?
Maybe. It'll take a while, though. They'll need new owners and new philosophies and new everything.
They'd have to move cities.
Yeah.
Like, it would be the Tampa
That's how
Bay
the
Browns.
Ravens won.
Right, versus the San Antonio Lions. That's the only way it works.
No. It's the San Antonio Commanders. That's what they're going to be named.
Formerly the Lions versus the, I don't know.
The Orlando Apollos.
Orlando Apollos. They just keep those names, but they're the Lions.
Or the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Yes, the Battlehawks versus the Dick Commanders. And, yes. All right, here we go.
Yep. One more from Tucker White 94 too. Kyle Larson should be the subject of your next How to Destroy, Inter Boy. Yep, that was 3.
What did he say on the live stream?
Oh, he said the a certain nuclear bomb that went off.
What exactly did he say?
He said the N bomb. He said like he dropped like
Not
the
what he
6-letter word, the hard R. It was pretty casual. I don't know, man. I don't know. Should I really say it? Because if I do, I'll get insta-canceled. I'll be on Twitter in about 20 minutes.
We're documenting history.
It doesn't matter. Like, the guy who did Papa John's got goaded into saying it, and guess what? He got destroyed.
Anytime someone says, go ahead, read this, like, apparently when they were doing the movie Django Unchained, Leonardo DiCaprio was so uncomfortable saying it as an actor that Samuel L. Jackson had to like get up in his face and say, dude, this is Tuesday for us, so just say it. And then he felt better. But still, I would be very uncomfortable getting paid to have to say that word.
Well, I mean, if you're getting paid and acting it, I guess it's a little different.
It was
than saying
history,
it out loud.
right?
Yeah. I mean, dude, they said that word like crazy in the 19th century.
After I keep baiting you into destroying both of our careers.
Dude, our careers have already been destroyed. Let's get that right.
We're YouTubers during the COVID apocalypse.
Well, I'm actually shocked we still have jobs.
The problem that I have is he said it really nonchalantly.
It was so casual. Like, it was just like, hey, beep. It was literally about it. It was just like, it's like, dude, you're half Asian, and you're just saying that so nonchalantly. You're some, like, pretty boy from California. It's like, and it's not even like hearsay. It's just like, it's caught on tape, and it was during a public broadcast of an iRacing event with his name in the background. So it's like, yeah, you got caught.
I like his mates saying, we can hear you, dude. Like, they were just shocked beyond belief that he would say such a thing. And
well, I think he should be punished, but I think it should be like a couple months, not like the rest of his life.
Oh, he's a kid from California. Like, he should know better. Like,
he won't, though. I mean, let's be real.
What a dumbass.
Yeah. And people are saying it's a violation of freedom of speech. No. Freedom of speech, it protects you from government persecution. It doesn't protect you from, people bitching about it.
The court of public opinion? Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the court of public opinion's brutal nowadays. Everyone's getting canceled left and right.
violation. He didn't get arrested.
PewDiePie got canceled like
N-bomb.
6 times already.
Yeah, he didn't get.
Yeah,
brought
like if
off
we're
the
getting
top.
publicly executed for saying the word, then that's a violation of the freedom of speech. If we're getting jailed for it, that's a violation. But just saying it nonchalantly and getting fired, yeah, that's public opinion. That's
He'll go to he'll get his sensitivity training.
he'll go ride dirt races in Alabama until this blows over.
And then, he'll ride some dirt races. If the boy's fast, he'll get a ride, and then it'll be like Josh Hader, and he'll come back stronger than ever, but still have the stigma of dropping the N-bomb on iRacing stream.
Yeah, he'll get dunked on. Like, remember when Josh Hader blew it in that wild card game?
Yeah.
People
Yeah, if
dunked
he
on
gets
him.
spun out or something, everyone will be like, that's what you get! Chink boy! What? Oh, sorry. I can say that. I just wish he would have used, like, an Asian slur. Like, then he would have been okay.
Well, he's
He
half
would've been
Asian. Well,
okay.
nobody likes saying the word like.
I'm half Asian. I can say that.
Well, I can't. I mean,
But you can say
sometimes I
something-
wish I could, but I can't.
Right. You're Polish, right? You can say some
Yeah.
Polish stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm technically Italian. I can call people Guidos.
Technically Italian, too.
Yeah, I'm Northern Italian. I mean, I'm not Southern
Ah.
Italian, so I could be still racist. I can call people Guidos.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
Oh, we're pressing Fs.
Yeah.
Is everyone-
Oh, we're done? Did we just get
No,
shut
it's just
down?
like everyone's pressing S. I don't know. Oh, it's because my live
Like
chat's
OBK.
behind. And my live
They're
chat's
like-
like 10 minutes behind.
All right, I'll read Jeremiah Smith. Anyways, I think it's terrible. Cancel culture is back,
It is.
and Kyle Larson is canceled. You gotta be. He can't just be forgiven. He's got to do.
I
His
mean,
time.
he's got to do a time. It should be a couple months.
month, probably 6 months of punishment.
He's in the all too long. I'd say 2 to 3.
He went to the strip club with the boys, and he came home drunk.
And to think he was part of the diversity crew of NASCAR.
I know. I'll take his slot as the only half Asian left on the tour. I have no driving experience, but they got to fill out the affirmative action.
Yeah, you were going to go to Martinsville, so technically you could qualify. Where's Black Flags Matter?
I don't know.
There you go.
Oh, all right, Jeremiah Smith. What's the craziest thing both of you have seen from another fan at any game of the sport? I saw a fan in Philly that was so drunk, yelling at a dad who was trying to situate his children. This drunk Philly fan was going, security, I can't see, calling for security, and like this clueless dad was just like, what? And then he looked up, and this guy was like pissed drunk, and then finally he like fell down. You know how at Veterans Stadium the stands were really steep? The dude like fell down a couple of them, and then security came for him, which was the funniest thing already. All right, read Taylor Phillips,
who just I think had his 36th birthday yesterday.
Yes, happy birthday, Taylor. Yeah, read that one, and
Absolutely.
then we'll start some tears.
Yeah,
'cause-
we're getting a little late here.
That's
It's
tough.
close, but
Yeah.
the Lions are the worst ever. Now, that's why I did their own tier. That's why they are Detroit.
All right, so how do you want to do this? Do you just want to look at teams and put them in their tier, or do you want to say God hates you and then select who goes in there, or
I'm not
filter
sure.
one out?
I'll do it like
I don't
the
know.
ones we have. So we'll start with the Chicago Bears.
Boy,
They're not
God
really
hates them.
super pain. I mean, God does hate them, but they did win a championship 30 years ago. They won't shut the fuck up about. They had a good year last year. They make self-inflicted wounds decisions. I'm going to say bog standard pain.
Bog standard, yeah. I think so. Eternal pain is the top, like
How do
that's the
how do
one.
come on. It won't-
Take it and you slide it up there. You just slide it in.
Well, it's not sticking.
Sticking? You didn't try.
Well, I'm
Come on
trying
now,
to-
put it in there.
It'll stick like that, but it won't stick like this.
There you go. Oh, what? Now
See?
click on the tier.
I am.
There. What?
See? Yeah, it's like it's pasting, and I like it'll go like that, and it won't stick.
Maybe it's not wide enough. Try a different logo. Try like.
I'm trying
Pop
Cincinnati.
in when you let go. Let go of the mouse.
I'm trying to unleash it. Let it go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dumpster fire.
Yeah, we do everything right, and now the tier maker is not working for us.
Y'all just have to imagine that. Try a different logo and see if that's the one.
We
Are you
try going
right-clicking
full
on it?
screen. No.
Nation mode or something. I think that's what you need to do.
What do I need to do?
There's like a button that says like presentation mode. The top.
Here we go. Let's try this. Yes. Yeah. The dumpster fire, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. Yes, yes. All right, let's try it now.
Oh no.
It's still not working. What the fuck?
Does that say there? Gosh, the quality of the stream is really high. As in
this is high.
Yeah, there it is. There's presentation mode.
Yeah, like
Now try it.
It's not working. Now I can't even like undo it.
Fuck, man. That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage.
You right click on it.
Yeah, I'm left clicking.
One says try refreshing the page. You're the least technical savvy YouTuber I've ever met. And
It's
your
not
job
that I'm
is to be
technical savvy. I've never used tier maker.
technically savvy. That's your job. Like, you'd be the IT guy that everyone's like, don't ask Steve for anything. Can you try refreshing it? Everyone in the chat is saying refresh.
I did refresh
Go
it.
to the little thing that looks
I did refresh it.
circular
I
arrow.
refreshed it back. You're behind on the stream.
Oh. Okay, now try it. I'm on a delay, like a 40-second delay.
Yeah, that's why.
Bruh. Everyone F's in the chat, boys. F's in the chat. I've never seen a tier maker suck, though. Like, I don't know. Is there like a manual? Is there a keyboard? Yes, Caden. Have you tried I'll read some Snapchats while you fucking...
Let me try a
figure this
different
out.
browser. Could be that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe.
Now it says I can't
Try
let
it
the
in a different
XP
browser.
com.
Tucker White 94. Back when Baldy was in high school thousands of years ago, his high school baseball field laid underneath the bridge, and it looked like Pocono Raceway. That was not my alma mater, St. Mary's, where that was
Let's see here.
put that racetrack / all-in-one. My high school field actually looks really good, and apparently they've retired some numbers there, and they retired my old jersey number 2, but didn't tell me about it. So, upset about it. I guess maybe some players passed
Okay, I
away.
got it. It's the browser.
Got it? You got it?
Yeah,
It's
let
the
me
browser?
change up this little browser. It's because fucking Microsoft Edge is a piece of,
Oh,
of
yeah.
shit.
Huh? You like edging?
No, it's just because it's just the manual one I use. I don't know why. It's fucking it does that shit too. It's probably that's the reason why. All right, let's do this. Let's and we should and
Chargers belong in San Diego for $20. The Lions have the Bobby Lane curse, to which Bobby Lane was a quarterback for the Lions in the 50s. That was the Lions' last championship win. He stated that the Lions won't win another championship in 50 years. Damn, son. He did a on the way out. Like, who was it? Who said not as... Oh, Aaron Rodgers, when the Niners didn't draft him.
see, we got it now. We got it.
You got it.
Technology,
Got it.
everyone. Technology.
Didn't
We did it.
Right?
Okay. And it only took
Are
us
you-
5 minutes.
Whacking and jacking
Yeah.
until we finally got this.
It's the
tier
fucking
maker.
browser.
There you go.
Let's go.
Now
Let's,
you're
all right.
hiding the chat, but
Mm-hmm.
there it is. There
Well, I
it
changed
is.
it up. I changed up the chat. We're good. Remember, I'm ahead of you.
Bobby
We're good.
Lane cursed the what other curses? There's the Billy Goat curse.
Billy Goat curse. We have the curse of the black cat.
We have the curse of just being from Cleveland or being in Cleveland. That's a curse. Except for LeBron James ended that one.
I know, right?
But yes. All right. So we put the Bears there. Let's do a couple more before we get to these
All right,
snappers.
let's get to the Bungles. This one's pretty high. This is at least God hates you at minimum.
God hates the Bungles, man.
God does.
They're owned by the Brown family that basically founded the NFL can't been to one Super Bowl.
They've been to 2, I thought, right?
Who?
I thought they got their asses kicked in one, and then the other one, like the dude relapsed on cocaine the night before the game.
That was
That was the Niners.
yeah, they did lose to the Niners. That was is that John Candy game? But I think the Bengals have only gone to one Super Bowl.
I thought they went to 2. Let me check. Let me check real quick.
Make a little side bet.
Thought it was 2. But
Might have gone
let's
to
go
2.
to our friends at Pro
Might have gone to
Football Rep.
1981 and 1990. You're right. You guys are right.
I'm right. I'm right.
1981 was. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
thought
right.
they
Did they lose
lost.
to the Niners both times? Is that what it is?
Yeah, they lost to the Niners.
That's why. Yeah, my convoluted old fucking memory tells me that they lost to the Niners. But then I came back there in black one time, and then they were in white another time. Okay, let's do the Bills.
Bills, they're kind of declining because they're pretending that they have a quarterback now. They're at minimum, that's a lot of damage.
I think it's a lot of damage because they did go to 4 Super Bowls. Like, you think about it, like as a sports fan, it's the amount of hope that you're given,
But it rips from under them at the worst possible moments.
At least
Scott
you get
Norwood
to
kicks a
dream,
field
right?
goal. They're much lower on this list.
Yeah, at least you get to dream, right? If you make it all the way to a Super Bowl, you get 3 consecutive weeks that you can be like, yes, we're going. We're not dead. If you're the fucking Lions, you just get 50 consecutive years of we're not doing anything. So I would put them in a little, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And now they're like, oh, no more Tom Brady. This is our time. They'll still probably lose.
Yeah, the Patriots will still win that division somehow.
with
They'll always do.
Jacoby Brissett as their quarterback.
Matt Stafford.
Stidham.
Cam Newton. Jameis.
Stidham. All right, read this Joey Overstreet. I gotta get up for 1 second.
Yep, take your whiz and jack off a little bit, man. That's how you do it, sir. And while we have our wonders of technology, let's go to Joey Overstreet for 20 whole bones. Hey, guys, I'm starting a jersey collection. In my jersey collection, I mean the jerseys of NFL draft busts. Do you have a list of guys that I could get their jerseys? I already have Tim Tebow and Joey Harrington. I know a couple guys you can get. Blair Thomas, Kajana Carter, Ryan Leaf. That's like the Mecca. Charles Rogers. Let's go Vernon Golston. Jabustus Russell.
I was at a radio show one time for the Sports Junkies. This was in like 2001. 2 guys showed up to the live show. One guy was wearing a Ray Caruth jersey, the other guy an O.J. Simpson jersey. And these were like official NFL jerseys. I was like, wow.
Ray Caruth.
You guys coordinated.
He's been out of jail a couple of years, I think.
Yeah. Johnny Football. Yeah, his son is like 18.
Like he got born with a mental disability because of, him losing oxygen when his mother died.
I think Ray Caruth is a piece of shit.
He is.
Giant piece of shit. Anyways, all right, that's a good one. And then LA Superfly 94. I nominate the Clippers for the saddest franchise for decades of cheap ownership, epic choke jobs, and eternal bad luck. They can never catch a break. Yes.
Yeah. Not make it past the second round. The Buccaneers.
The Bucks won a Super Bowl. Like, you can't really put them in the stats.
I would say either box standard or pump up your numbers rookie. Because they've been bad for a while. They only have that one Super Bowl, and they have decades of incompetent ownership before that.
True.
Like, they only have one big run.
Now they have the false hope of Tampa Bay. The lamest fucking...
More like Tampon Bay.
More like Tampon Bay. Am I right? Hey, I'm here all week. Tip your waitresses.
Yeah, I thought Tampa Bay was just like a misspelling, like Miami or some shit.
Miami. Tampa Bay. That is the dumbest. Who in marketing came up with that? This is stupid.
Somebody who wanted to make money.
All right, put them somewhere. You pick.
Let's go with bog standard because they were early pain in the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. Then they came out of nowhere. Rondé
They had that
Barber,
great defense.
yep. Tony Dungy built the team, and then John Gruden
Won it.
took them over the top.
Mhm.
Time to take it over the top. Remember that movie about Arnold? No, fucking Sylvester Stallone's an arm wrestler. They made a whole hour-and-a-half movie about arm wrestling. Wins in the end.
I thought so. I think I've seen
Yeah.
bits and pieces of it.
Like he's the Rocky of arm wrestling.
Hmm.
He's like, hey, yo, I got to arm wrestle in this tournament, and then I win the tournament.
Why is Sylvester Stallone like slow and loopy? All right.
Arizona Cardinals. This is
Cardinals
gonna be
are
top.
one of the saddest franchises.
Oh yes,
ever.
either Eternal Pain or God Hates You. Because they've only had that 3-year stretch with Arians was the best stretch of football they've ever had. They've never won a championship. They've only made the playoffs. I have no idea how many times.
Made a Super Bowl with Ken Wisenhunt,
But they
and
lost in the end.
on one play. They came back.
One drive.
They had their fans had hope all the way to that final drive. I'd say eternal pain. They're mathematically the worst NFL franchise ever. You get that, right?
Oh yeah. And now they
Okay.
think they have hope because they have on offense, but they still have no defense. So, have fun.
No, Kyler Murray, yeah, the midget.
Yep.
Kyler Murray taller than Baker Mayfield, perhaps.
I have no idea. I know where this
What's
one's
that
going.
eternal pain?
Right up here. Chargers Eternal Pain.
Chargers get eternal.
They are easily eternal pain. All of their losses are painful as hell.
Oh my
It's
God.
like, oh, the kicker missed the field goal, and oh, I missed the field goal again. Oh, we have the number one offense and the number one defense in football, yet our special teams is garbage and we don't make the playoffs.
Or we went 14-2, and we had Drew Brees and LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, now Marlon McCree decided to not go down and fumbled the ball and gave New England a first down.
Yep. Good old Chargers. God hates them. Didn't they go 14-2 and then
Yep.
fire Marty Schottenheimer?
Mm-hmm.
It's a way to do things.
Yep, and then you
Yeah,
hire
Bobby
Norv
Beth-
Turner.
Right. Well, Bobby Beathard was the GM too, a guy that built and won Super Bowls. They ended up firing him.
Yep, AJ Smith.
Uh,
They brought him and they kept him
uh-huh.
for way too long, and then they have the new GM Tom Telesco, who's not really doing shit. Like their time's over. They should have had at least a Super Bowl. I don't know about a ring, but they should have been to a Super Bowl with that
Philip
talent.
Rivers.
Philip
entire Hall of
Rivers,
Fame career.
LT, Antonio Gates, Seau. Although Seau did make 2 Super Bowls technically, he never won a ring. The
Right.
Dolphins.
1989. Chaos of the approaching distinction, impending purge, all life cast aside, the immense sickness destroying our once sovereign kind, imploding humanity, all life crucified, suffocation, pinnacle of bedlam. I did not sing that on key. Sorry. But I just sung it because that's how it needs to be.
Absolutely.
All right, where are you putting these?
I put the Dolphins, and that's a lot of damage because of their dynasty in the 70s. Like they're not eternal pain.
Yeah, they're like
But
a
they're
vagina
bad.
right after
They're
giving
bad.
birth. Ton of damage. Yeah, they did have a perfect season. You know,
Yeah, so they're not eternal pain.
still fucking.
Nobody's going to remember it, unfortunately.
48
He wasted Dan Marino, and
Right.
it's really about it.
48 years later.
Falcons are absolutely eternal pain.
Oh God! Or God hates. There's like a tier in between. Like God hates them and gives them eternal pain. But no, the Falcons, the way they blow leads, the way
And it's
that
been
they-
throughout their history, too. It's not just 28 to 3.
They had the number one defense ever. That fucking stout defense. And
Yep,
just
and they had no offense, and I think they didn't even finish over 500 because they
Should've-
couldn't move the ball.
Right. They should have won a Super Bowl in the 80s. They should have won one. They were up 28 to 3, of course. Eternal pain.
The Jags, you say God hates him, or that's a lot of damage?
Too young still to like.
I mean, they had a good run in the late 90s, but after that, it's been garbage after garbage. You had 1 year of Saxonville, and after that, it's just been pretty shit.
10 minutes away from a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what you get for trusting Blake Bortles.
Bortles
I'm
died.
going to go bog standard for the time being, but that can definitely rise.
Yeah, I could. Give it a year.
Yep.
Give it a year.
This next team is pretty obvious. Eternal pain. The Jets.
I think it's self-inflicted too. Like,
Yes.
number one, you should know not to be a Jet fan. Like, you should just know. You should know what you're getting into. And number two, the Jets just don't ever manage.
They are the butt fumble. It was the perfect play for the perfect team.
Yeah. Quarterback got mono from kissing another dude. I know that's not why, but you know how it is.
That's in its own tier. Detroit gonna Detroit.
Right. Yeah.
It's not even eternal pain because it'd be a tier above eternal pain.
I think Sam Darnold and Josh Allen are the same guy. Have they ever been seen in the same room together?
Maybe. I don't know.
They look alike. They throw alike. They both have pretty good hair. Sam Darnold's hair is better though. But yeah. All right, read one next.
Absolutely. Let's go for David Benjamin for 5. Von Miller got a tattoo in a hairy area that says Sackmaster.
You get one like under in his Fremunda cheese, like on his tank that says Sackmaster. That'd be funny. Von Miller, what a beast! Single-handedly almost won that Super Bowl for them.
Yeah. Not that it really mattered because Carolina couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Let's go for a couple Jake Tobins before we keep going here. Remember, China lied and people died.
Yeah. China died and
and the WHO covered up their bullshit.
Right. It's just curious that China's numbers are all, flattened and down, and we're just fucking dying left and right.
Well, you have to remember, too, like, China's been lying out of their ass with that. Like, they're apparently closing up more border towns. They pushed back the Chinese Basketball Association to, like, mid-July. And they were talking about, we're going to bring it back on April 15th. Nope. July.
It doesn't serve you to lie, though.
Well, it's because China's about image. They've always been about image. It's about pretending you're a lot better than what you are at the world stage, and asking for help is seen as weakness in their culture.
But if you lie, though, then you make.
Well, they don't give a shit because it's China.
Mm-hmm. Make it sound like you bioengineered the coronavirus.
Maybe.
All right. Read the second.
Jake Tobin for 2. Tree, will you revisit old legacies of failures and lolcows? Maybe. I mean, I already technically revisited the Sharks.
Yeah.
I mean, the Falcons I might do again, just because they're fucked. But I might have to wait till the fall for that one. And we got Mike Engels for $1. Thank you, brother.
You might break down specific chokings. That would be funny. A choking of failure. If you broke down 28-3, I think that would be. I
kind of did during the Falcons' legacy of failure, though.
But if you just did 28-3 specifically, like revisiting 28-3, that would probably just blow up.
Honestly, it would probably be revisit 35-3 or 24-0.
Yeah, 24-0 should be.
It's the new 28-3.
If you did 24-0, I think people would there would be a massive online shitposting orgasm. Everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, dig into Bill O'Brien, please."
I think everybody does.
Please.
Houston hates his guts.
Be you laughing at Bill O'Brien for probably 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, or yelling at Bill O'Brien for 20 minutes.
Right. I'd watch every second of that. All right, Mike Engels gave us $1. Thank you. That's going to buy latex gloves. Don't feed Phil. Look, we've matured in a whole month. We used to go to strip clubs, and now we're buying latex gloves and N95 masks.
It'll buy like a little thread of toilet paper nowadays.
It'll be like half of a 2-ply.
Yep.
Don't feed Phil. R.I.P. Rick May, voice actor of TF2's Soldier. Rest in peace, Rick May. Mm-hmm. One more, and then we'll get into some more teams' assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Glow, to hell with the coronavirus. Let's reopen the economy and let natural selection run its course. It'll make the survivors better and stronger. Look, I wouldn't have a problem reopening the economy if everyone could wear gloves, safety goggles.
They
and
won't, though. I mean,
Right,
we don't
but-
have the resources, and let's be honest, we don't know. This thing spreads like crazy. Like, there's a meat pack in South Dakota that has like 400 some cases. Like the ship, the Teddy Roosevelt, I think it's up to like 500 cases. Like, literally, if you just have one, it spreads quickly.
If it's not like the flu where like only maybe one other person, like it's not a 1-to-1, it's like 3-to-1 spread or some shit. Like,
I mean, the numbers are a lot higher than what they're saying. It's because they can't test everyone, and they're like underreporting deaths. It's like everything's lower. The infectivity rate, the death, and the recoveries.
oh yeah, this thing is way.
It's all lower. Multiply it by about 5 to 10 minimum.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, if everyone had masks, gloves, and goggles and shit, like it would be. I think the healthy could go out and maybe not spread it as much, but you can't get you can't even get gardening lawnmower masks at Lowe's. So we just don't have the resources.
Yeah, they're not selling them now because I mean we can't even provide for our medical people.
Right. I have one that I'm wearing when I go out, and let me tell you, I do feel safe when I have it on, even though it's just
it's uncomfortable.
Mask.
I mean,
right? Oh, it's uncomfortable as hell, and you're very likely to touch your face and adjust the mask, which is like defeats the purpose.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not touching your face.
Well, you'll pull the mask down because it's all up in your face, and the mask does not stop the coronavirus. It's a false.
Those surgical masks prevent your germs from getting out. If you want to prevent germs from getting in, you'd want like an N95 or a P100. And good luck getting one of those now.
Can't find that. Those are rarer than fucking toilet paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Anyway,
I mean, either they're selling them for a markup or they're not selling them. The time to get that was in February or January. It's too late now.
Yeah. Well, my wife tried to look on Amazon to just buy surgical masks, and you can't find them. And some of them are like weird Russian sites, and you're just like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
No. The man they call Cobra, Jason Thompson.
Cobra.
The best part of my night. I do miss bowling in my league. Guys, and I miss sports.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. to Sandy. Man, lots of things I miss, like, not parties, but, just...
I miss just like going to the gym. I miss like being able to lift weights. I miss just like being able to drive and like, not have to worry about, oh, am I gonna get my mother infected because I brought something home with me?
Right. I miss not having to, like, we're taking it really seriously. So when we have our groceries delivered, we disinfect, we spray them down with Lysol and shit.
I just go myself, and I just like, I don't want anyone touching it because what if the delivery guy has it?
Gosh, I'm tired.
So, like, I mean, takeout food, like, too. Like, I haven't gone anywhere out to eat in, like, over a month because, I mean, it's not about, like, the food getting the virus. What if the guy making it has the damn virus? You've spread it to a couple hundred people.
Yeah, I know. Chick-fil-A seems pretty serious about sanitation, though. They did a good job sanitizing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then let's do some teams.
I moved the Panthers to pump up your numbers, rookie, because they're. I mean, they haven't had a winning season, back-to-back winning seasons yet. They're still young. They made a couple NFC championships, Super Bowl, but it was embarrassing fashion. And they're known for Cam Newton not diving on a fumble and him walking out of a press conference.
Right, and
now it's gone, and they have to rebuild.
Right, and Kevin Green and his beautiful mullet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where do we put the Raiders? The Raiders.
They haven't been good in a while. Like, I mean, they haven't been relevant, any good since like the early 2000s.
Right, they've changed the dresses more than I've changed underwear. And the other day I did. Does it count? Okay, let me ask you this from a technical standpoint. If you try to fart and you get a little extra, but it does not get on your underwear, right? It just kind of goes like maybe on your leg. Does that count as shitting your pants?
Probably.
You let out a turd, right? You tried to fart. You ever do that? You ever gamble and lose?
Oh yeah, we all do, man.
I think that's a very distinctly male thing. I don't think women ever try to fart and let out like a little and shart.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, if you shart and it doesn't hit your underwear, does that count as shitting your pants?
A
Shower
little
immediately.
bit. It just gets a little awkward down there.
Like really awkwardly, and then I think Pete says it. Yeah, basically, if you have to ask, I shit my pants.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically shitting your
There's no
pants.
collateral damage in that case, though. Like there's nothing. You're not throwing away underwear. You know, like that one time that I was at the furniture store and I sharted, and I had to like throw my underwear in the trash bin. Yeah, Dodge is saying it's a shart.
Yeah,
But
that's
still,
a pure shart.
sleep with a woman with 2 vaginas, is that a threesome?
A woman with 2 vaginas.
It happens a lot, actually.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is 2 organs is with a penis, and it's like, okay. That's a little awkward.
Let's go on to the next one.
Yes, let's move on. Let's go with the Redskins.
You gotta save the Browns for later. You
Yeah,
can't
Browns,
bring
I'll
the
save them
Browns
up.
in.
Like I just
Can't
had,
bring
I
the
had
Browns
duplicates for whatever reason.
Redskins have
God
3
hates
Super
them.
Bowls.
God hates them.
They're in the depths a lot of damage.
I'd say God hates them
You
because
got
of Dan
the
Snyder.
duplicates on here.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
this
mean. I
looks-
think I have
this
like the.
looks
I think
active.
I inadvertently like added a bunch of extra NFL teams, so that's why I'm trying to move them down, so I don't have to
Dude,
catch
the
them.
Redskins do deserve to be on a little different tier because they do have Dan Snyder as their owner.
Yep,
so
God
they
hates them.
God does hate them.
God hates
bless
them big time.
Right, with an owner that sued a local newspaper for
Writing me
making
nasty poo poo things.
right for criticizing him. What a fucking
It's a tool bag.
a tool bag.
He's a
Tool
mega
bag.
tool bag.
All
Like
right,
if he
where
were a tool
we
bag,
here?
he'd be a craftsman collection.
Now, Wilson, I'm 23 years old. The Mariners haven't been in the playoffs since I was a toddler. Mariners, hands down. Mariners are rough, but
Yeah, that's a pure dick punch, man. They're hardcore.
they had
Houston
that
Texans.
one moment.
I'd say pump up your numbers, rookie. Because they have Bill O'Brien, but he hasn't done maximum damage yet. He's making a couple pro gamer moves, but he's not, they have to marinate in that pain.
They haven't achieved full O'Brien yet, and
Like they've had some pain. 24-0's a good start.
well, they didn't make the playoffs for a long time.
And they won a couple games against injured third-string Raiders quarterback and the Bengals twice.
Right, T.J. Yates was their quarterback, and then they killed David Carr.
They threw money at Brock Osweiler. That's hilarious.
Brock Osweiler. They lucked out with Deshaun Watson, and then they traded Nuke Hopkins for nothing.
Yeah, they also for that Deshaun Watson
the-
trade, they gave up the 4th overall pick because everyone got injured that year. The Titans. This is 1 yard short. They also have the Houston Oilers dynasty with them too, so that's a lot of failure.
Yes, it is.
Team that blew a 35-3 lead.
1 yard short. There's a lot of Kansas.
All right.
They blew it up and they moved to Memphis and it was awful.
Kevin ranked the Titans.
Where'd you
Kevin?
put him, Mr. Kevin?
I would say that God hates us, not because that we are probably an awful franchise, which I'm pretty sure through our history we are, but ever since we've moved to Tennessee, every time that we have made the playoffs or gotten even close to the Super Bowl, some stupid world event has to happen. Like 99 to 2003, we had this whole war on terror because of 9/11. 2007 and 2008, we had the recession, and now we have the coronavirus. It's almost like God is punishing the world for our success. You You didn't kill this team. Now we have to kill you all. God help us.
Right, I'm gonna have to build a shelter if the Titans make the Super Bowl.
If we win the Super Bowl, build the shelter. The World War III will inevitably kill us all. That is how it's going to happen.
All right, I'm gonna stock with frozen chicken breasts and toilet paper. I'm gonna be sitting in my little Frady hole, waiting until the signal to come out from the government on my little shortwave radio that I can crank with my hand. Holy fuck! All right, thanks, Kevin, for telling us that God hates fucking all of the Titans and their fans.
I might have to come back for the Predators because there's something special for them as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I have the Preds down here.
Stay at the ready. Stay at the ready. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thanks for popping.
The spoiler is that God hates us all.
Graph
tell
on
your
to
friends.
roll. I know. God made us all even through the coronavirus. He was like, "Oh, you think you have money and you can do things? You're not going on a skiing trip. Oh, you think you have money? Oh, you think you live this cool life as a sports influencer? Fuck if you're going to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, or Martinsville,
or anywhere else,
or Indy 500. We got invited to that. No, not happening. Probably not. Not in July. Holy fuck." Griffin Tirol for $10. Which city is a sadder sports town, Detroit or Cleveland?
I'd say Detroit because Cleveland at least won a title.
Cleveland at least had that parade, you know.
Yeah, they even had an 0-16 parade, which Detroit did not have.
Detroit hasn't had a parade since the Pistons in what, 2005?
2004.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
They did have a dominant, they did have the Pistons in the 80s. So and the Red Wings. No, we forgot about the Red Wings in 2008. So, but it's been a rough 12 years for Detroit. Like the Red Wings was the top of the roller coaster, and they've been down ever since. Since Illich, died.
Illich died. They've all been drifting.
Pizzas. All right. Read the sports and anime, and then we'll get to some more teams. Unless you've been sneaking them in the background.
No, I have not. Let's go for Isaac Foot. I'm sorry, Graf von Tirol. Sorry.
Von Tirol.
Hold on.
Read sports and anime entertainment.
Oh, sorry, I'm way behind.
Yeah.
I'm way ahead. It just moved up on me. Yep.
That's you always.
Sports and anime. Yeah, it's because like everything's like it's YouTube. It's just like every time it's just like you try and move down. Oh, it refreshes the bottom. So I was gonna go for a super late Graf von Tirol, and then I would have done that. It's like okay, so we're good now. Graf von Tirol for. I'm thinking like, man, we are close to done on these. I'm like, nope. Graf von Tirol for 10. Which city? Sorry. Hey guys, I was having a good time playing NHL 20 until the AI decided to trade Bennington for Duncan Keith and a first-round pick in 2024. What?
Sounds like a St. Louis move, though.
Oh, maybe if they want to shed salary, I think Keith would be on the last year of his deal, right?
It's the thing about AI. It's artificial intelligence.
They're all being run like Mark Bergevin.
I think probably all the AI models would tell you to stay at home.
All the AI models would be telling you you're a fucking idiot for making that trade. Even the AI would not trade Nuke Hopkins for David Johnson and those picks.
No. In fact,
it's like, this is fucking retarded. Come back with a better offer.
They're not interested in this trade. Okay, the Vikings. Golly, that's a lot of pain.
That's either eternal or God hates them.
God really hates them.
Yeah, God hates them. I mean, they're not eternal because they're not just super bad, but every time they're close, just snap from them.
They Kirk Cousins it up.
Yep. And they're going to have more of the same shit.
You don't think they were happy, though, this year to...
They had no expectations, but at the end of the day, it's just like you're going to deal with the same shit next year, so it's just like more apathy than anything. It's like
Adrian Peterson,
and then you extended Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
which I mean, he's the best option you have, and you're kind of stuck with each other. So you can do better, but at the same time, you can do worse. Which it's like they're like trapped. That's the problem. They're both trapped.
Yeah. Vikings, Blair Walsh. A lot of shit there.
Gary Anderson.
Gary Anderson. That
The
was
Hail Mary.
15-1.
And they'll
15
still
to 1
argue with you that
Church
Drew Pearson
scandal,
pushed
yeah.
off.
Oh yeah. It's all karma for Randy Moss mooning the crowd at Green Bay.
The dropped
That
pass
was a
against
disgusting
Washington.
act. Fucking Joe Buck. All right.
Cleveland. Final football.
Sad Frisbee. Has anyone else killed their career faster than Kyle Larson did? We do it every week. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
we're the epitome of murder. Like Bill O'Brien, maybe. But he still has a career.
Who's ever lost their career?
Howard Dean, his presidency. He killed it pretty quick.
Yeah. He was the front runner, and then he. That was career suicide.
Yes.
All right. Skip the Browns.
Mm-hmm. We'll say, go the
God
Ottawa
hates-
Senators. God hates the Senators.
I hates the Senators.
Easily. Eugene Melnick is all I have to say. And a
Okay.
lot of painful Game 7 losses. The Battle of Ontario, which isn't even a battle because they keep getting fucking massacred.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Eugene Melnick was Satan's messenger, just sent from the underworld to fucking ruin that entire town from Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'd say the Brooklyn
just like-
Nets.
I don't even like this town, Eugene
Yeah.
Melnick.
He just goes to Barbados. And apparently he's been on the front lines for the coronavirus pandemic, which it's like, okay, so if Dan Snyder and Eugene Melnick are two of the more open owners about helping out their communities, why the fuck are the Pagulas laying off people and Jeremy Jacobs is being a piece of shit?
You can respect them for doing that, though.
Yeah,
respect
but I mean, it's like even the devil is helping out in these situations.
That's how much we need to pull together.
I put the Nets in that's a lot of damage because they've had a lot of damage. The Garnett trade, they've had a couple finals appearances where they got their asses beat, a lot of irrelevance. And this year has been a brutal disappointment for them. I expected them to do a lot better.
Yeah, no Kyrie, no Kevin Durant, like just brutalness. Brutal.
And
There's
to
so
think
much
this
they
could
did
have been the
off-
Knicks.
They did win the offseason, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they let us laugh at the Knicks. And that's all that matters. They did their job.
Here's about the Brooklyn Nets. Not even in Brooklyn. The fuck? There's not enough people in fucking Long Island to support.
Let's go with the Blue Jackets. Where do we put them?
I don't know. I'll read Beast of Metal 1989 for 5. Nothing about NFL officiating will matter until they stop Bob Kraft from paying the referees to write the rule book his way. I don't know if Bobby Kraft has that much. They've written the rules to punish Bob Kraft a couple times. Like the whole announcing the substitution, like the whole not letting them know who's eligible and who's ineligible was because of the Patriots. So I don't know. They've made several rule changes because of the Pats. All right, what'd you do with?
I
Yeah.
put pump up
Early
your numbers,
season.
rookie. I mean, they allowed us to laugh at the Lightning, but they haven't had any success. They've had bad luck. They threw everything at that 1 year to not really go that far. So they're getting there, but they need more time.
I happened to be in Columbus on business, and I went to a game, and they got blown out 11-1.
Jesus
I think.
Christ. 11-1?
Yeah.
I mean, Columbus is a really nice
Yeah.
town. I was there last year. So
I like Columbus a lot. It's very pretty,
yeah.
and the arena was awesome, great sound. But they were getting shit piped by the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Piped. All right,
Brew Crew.
Dodger of Zion. This tier maker would have looked a lot different 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, you would have had the Cubs, the Cavs, like you would have had the Chiefs, Blues, Capitals.
Nats would have been here. Caps would have been buried. Caps coming off their second consecutive loss to the Penguins in a series that would have put them deep on them. God would have hated it. All right, Brewers.
Yep. I'm trying to think because I know they've had a lot of failure. I'm going to say
one
that's a
World
lot of
Series
damage.
from 82.
Yep,
Yeah.
they lost the Cardinals in Game 7.
Hey y'all.
Switch it.
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, my Flyers, my Flyers, my Flyers.
Yeah.
They have been a source of pain as long as I have been alive. 2 close calls in 97 and 2010 and just oof.
No worry, you have that Patrick Kane goal to make you happy.
Where's the ball? In? What?
I thought about putting them in, but I didn't. I think they were like one of my first outs for pain.
I see the logo on the tier maker stuff.
Ah, yeah, I did. Right.
You're there.
That's a lot. I would put them in under that's a lot of damage because until the boys club is eliminated, we're not going to get anywhere. We really aren't. So
I mean, you guys got kind of screwed this year, but
yeah, we did. We really did. Things were looking up, and then COVID happened.
yep. And now everyone's on a clean plate, and I doubt they come back this year, unfortunately. I mean, as much as I want it back, you're a month without games. You're dealing with the summertime. What do you do with playoffs?
The way I would do it is I would just go right to the playoffs, and
you go right to the playoffs with the extreme rust. You're going to get people injured left and right.
Well, I mean, cancel the rest of the regular season and then give them a warm-up period before the playoffs, but then do it as a best-of-3 series for the first few rounds, and then the Stanley Cup Finals would be a best-of-5 instead of a best-of-7.
I'd go 3-3-5-7, but once again, it's time. That's going to be the issue.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's how I would do it.
Yeah. The problem is the longer this lasts, the more doubtful it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much lasting fucking repercussion.
Yeah, the cap's going to be the huge issue there, because they're going to lose a lot of money from those.
But yeah, that's where I would put the Flyers, as I would put them in a lot of damage.
Yep.
So before I go, I have a couple of things to mention. I am doing the Afterburn tonight.
Very nice.
All right, posted it.
Yep, doing that now. And I just want to give a shout out to anybody watching tonight who is playing college football Risk with me. I've been having a lot of fun with that.
That sounds very fun and interesting. So you roll the dice to like figure out who loses and wins, and
At the beginning of the game, every FBS school is given a territory and an army, and then on day 2, all of the smaller schools get eliminated. South Carolina was hanging in there until day 7, and then we got defeated in California.
I see. This is very interesting.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So anybody playing Risk, keep it up and listen to your commanders if you want to stay in the game, because Oklahoma's not looking too hot, and Michigan's pissed off a lot of people.
Michigan does that anyway, so you're good there.
They just lost the key recruit from Michigan for their basketball team. That's crazy.
So yeah, there y'all go, and also I will be talking to you gentlemen after the show for 2 minutes.
All right, 2 minutes.
So y'all have a great night. See you after the show.
Absolutely. Peace out,
See y'all.
Dodge.
2 minutes.
So,
All right.
Chicago Bulls. I mean, they made some news. They got rid of Gar Foreman, but they still have Pax. Paxson's still there.
Did win 6 They did dominate
Yeah.
the 90s.
I mean, so pump up your numbers. Because
Because
they're still pretty open.
Yeah, rookie.
I mean, they're awful now, but I mean that's a pipe dream. But still, they have those memories.
Bad.
The Canucks.
Magnum. When you get to my team, I tell you why in particular they should be on the tier. It's not the reasons you probably think. Well, we did cover the Titans, and he did explain to us how much God hates them, and it kind of ties into the whole, times philosophy. If the Titans get to a Super Bowl, I'm definitely stocking up on canned goods.
Vancouver is definitely in the God hates you tier.
God hates the fucking Vancouver. God hates them so much. Not only did they lose, he burned their city.
Twice.
Yeah. Look, you're gonna lose, and we're gonna have a riot for losing.
Don't know. It's the people from Alberta, don't you know?
Yes.
They're trying to make us Vancouverites look bad.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Cavaliers are still painful, but they just won a championship, so they're in the pump up your numbers.
But every
A
time
couple
LeBron-
years ago, they'd be in God Hates Them or Eternal Pain.
But every time LeBron's left them, they've turned to absolute dog shit,
Mhm.
like instantaneously.
Where would you put the Clippers at this point? Does God hate them?
Eternal pain. Clippers are just one of the worst.
I'm a little
ones.
biased because of what they're doing now, but
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
do you
what
think we
ball-
should move the Bills up if that's the case? To God Hates Them?
The Bills went to 14. The Clippers haven't done shit.
Mm-hmm.
Conference
They're
finals.
being punished for Donald Sterling.
Well,
Maybe?
Donald Sterling's a punishment in himself.
Yeah, well, he's somehow still alive through all of this.
Yep, he did not get coronavirus. It's like, what? I mean, you couldn't take out Harvey Weinstein? Fucking coronavirus, you're a miserable failure.
Yeah, he's recovered or
true.
something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, fuck off.
And one, who's it? Carl Anthony Towns lost his mother.
Yeah, he lost his mother. Like, we lost. Japan just lost their version of Robin Williams.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Ken Shimura.
Oh. Was he funny? Was he like
Apparently,
crazy?
I mean,
Robin Williams. That's crazy.
yep.
Griff and Tyrol, court of public opinion is part of why I have no faith in people. Yeah.
Well, democracy is mob rule if you want to be technical about it.
Public opinion is very easy to convict somebody. Right? Convicted OJ like right away.
Mm-hmm.
He was proven innocent in a court of law. So I don't know why people give OJ such shit.
Let's go with the Arizona Coyotes. I would say either bog standard or that's a lot of damage because you're going back to their old Jets time too,
Mm-hmm.
where they didn't make it out of the second round.
Oh my gosh, the God really hates the Yotes for sure.
I'm going to put them in that's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage. You don't think that they've never done anything?
They
in
made
the
this
play.
conference finals once. They're on that fringe of God hates him, so I'll put him at God hates him.
Rick Tocchet was gambling on games.
I don't think God really gives a shit about the Coyotes.
Crazy. Rick Tocchet can gamble on games from behind the bench, basically, and then come back and get his job. And Pete Rose cannot be in the Hall of Fame. Crazy.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right. James Amadei, Eternal Flame nominees are the Oilers, Bears, Cardinals, Falcons, Browns, Bengals, Jets, Maple Leafs, Oilers, Pirates, Indians, Knicks, and Kings. That's a lot of it. That's a lot
That's
of
a
sorrow
lot of
in one.
Eternal. Yeah, that's levels of Black Death. That's the level of pain.
Yeah. You just named off an entire roster of awfulness.
Let's go with the New Jersey Devils up next. I'm thinking bog standard pain for them.
At box standard, they had Marty Brodeur for a while.
Yeah.
They
They've been
won
bad
the
for
cup.
about 15 years, but I mean, it's
They
not
made a
looking good
finals
for
in
them.
2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won. They Henriqued it over to us, and then got absolutely, they got their diameter stretched by the Kings. Yeah, it's just Devils are.
Yeah.
God doesn't hate the Devils.
I added an extra team, the Montreal Expos, which I'm going to throw right up to eternal pain. The logo running around.
Every day that they were in Montreal was awful. I know
Yep,
they were.
and now they get to
won a
see
World
their
Series.
old team win in
Correct.
Washington.
It hurts. Dylan Philpott. Hey lads, I was able to find work at last. Congratulations. Just spreading the love. Also, Tree, I have Italian signed baseball for sale if you're interested. Oh.
Ooh, a
Congrats
Jameson
on-
Tyone signed baseball, not bad. I mean, I probably won't buy it, but that's pretty cool.
What kind of work's available now? Like cleaning out, drive-through, delivery.
Well, it's like whoring yourself, social distancing wise. You have to like have sex outside the window.
Got a job now. It's giving coronavirus.
You have to do it by VR.
I should be fine. They gave me a mask and sanitizer. Anyway. Beast Metal 1989. Thank you, by the way. Congrats on your job, Dylan. Beast Metal 1989. Growth is an illusion. That's what I tell my wife. People will never learn from their mistakes. Kyle Larson's career is a microcosm for humanity. and that slur is his COVID-19. Yep, he's going to be suffering for this for probably 18 months.
He's
No
branded.
cure. Yep.
Well, unless we get herd immunity to the N-bomb, which it doesn't look like that's happening.
I don't think so. We're not going to take Sweden's approach to the N-bomb. No.
Yeah, those numbers are probably a lot higher than what they are. But,
Oh yeah, but they seem to be doing no better or worse than any other country. So who knows what
Yeah.
we're in? Do some teams.
Yep, let's
What
go
we
with the
got?
Memphis Grizzlies. I'd say that's some box
Oh, no.
standard.
Yeah. Grizzlies though, like the thing is they haven't won shit, but no one cares.
Yeah, so they're box standard to pump up your numbers. I'd say
You ever met a Grizzlies fan? Like, oh man, I stand the Grizzlies. You're like, no.
no. I forget they exist. I mean, they have Ja Morant, though.
I'm a fucking Chargers fan. But nobody from Memphis, they're like, yeah, I like barbecue.
I like jazz music. I like soul.
I like jazz music and barbecue. And like I don't even know. There's a team called the Grizzlies that play here?
Yeah, they played in that old Pyramid Stadium.
Dude, that's now a Bass Pro Shops. It's a giant fucking
A
Bass.
Bass Pro
It's probably
Shops.
amazing. I want to go there. It's probably the most amazing Bass.
If we ever take our trip to Nashville, we're going to that.
Bass Pro Shops to begin with is amazing, but if you put it into a giant pyramid like the Luxor or some shit, I'm going to that shit. I'm definitely going to that shit.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Yes.
They
The
have a
Atlanta
lot
Hawks,
of failure, no championships. Atlanta Spirit.
Dominic Wilkins.
I'd say that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage. But the last time they won a championship, they were in St. Louis.
Yep.
And they traded Bill Russell.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. A lot of damage. They had Kyle Korver.
Charlotte Hornets, the other team no one gives a fuck about. I'm going to say God hates them.
God really hates them. Because of MJ.
It's like, oh, here's the greatest player of all time. Too bad he's your owner. And you also were able to get Kobe Bryant, but you traded him for Vlade Divac.
Vlade Dade. We like the party.
The Cleveland Indians,
Was trouble.
I'm going to go eternal pain. That is pain. They had it and they blew it. The Cubs should be in this spot if they didn't
Scott
choke.
Talks. I like those. Scott Talks.
Yes, I'll read that bad boy. This money is for Trio has been fired from Geek Squad for not being able to use TierMaker. It was the browser I was using, so that's why it fucked up on me.
You're still a little Riri.
Oh, shut up! I'm not only wearing my bicycle helmet 3 days a week.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
You been riding your bicycle?
No,
No helmet?
no, I've been wearing the helmet. They make me wear it to protect my head from the evil virus and the sunlight and the cars that keep hitting me.
Hey, don't text and bike, but I do it anyway.
I like doing that. Shut up. Kyle Wilson for 2. Captain, fat fuck, leader of men, everyone.
It's Metal 1989, more like dicknology. Oh,
I wouldn't mind some dicknology.
you wouldn't mind some dicknology
With
right now?
maybe with a woman.
That
That's a good kind of dicknology. That's some horizontal physics right there.
I'd hate to be like mid-20s now, because when I was mid-20s, I was the horniest bastard.
Oh, we're all horny bastards. I mean,
Yeah.
dude,
Like,
we
I
still get
couldn't
horny.
make it through a shift without popping at least one boner. And now, like, all these guys can do is like unveil their fleshlights and just, abuse those things.
Well, fleshlights. Well, we didn't even have fleshlights back in our day.
You had lube.
Yeah, you had hand.
Going back in our day, yeah, we didn't even have lube or fifis or anything. We were just like,
Yeah,
Because
just
we were-
bust out a batch with our hands. Like we were blue collar jack offs. It's like we had our little magazines, and we just
We had to
whacked
use
them.
our imagination, like, the girl from Food Lion.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Pretty much. That's really all you had to do.
Lion gal.
Let's go with the New York Islanders.
The way she said paper or plastic, I know she wants me, dude.
Oh, she wants plastic. She definitely wants plastic in a different way. She wants latex.
She does want the latex. She wants me to put a paper bag over my penis.
No, paper bag over your head, plastic on your penis.
That's right. Because I'm ugly and bald. All right. What do we got here?
The Islanders. I mean, some bad luck here, man. They had their dynasty in the 80s, but ever since then, it's been awful.
Oh, ever since Billy Smith died in Game 5 of the 84 finals and Wayne Gretzky just took over, it's been a rough go.
Yep, you have Mike Milbury followed by Garth Snow. That was 20 years, 25 years.
Can hires Mike Milbury as their GM.
Who hires Mike
Didn't they
Milbury at
say
all?
that he was a clown? Didn't they know he was a clown?
Nope. Well, it's because the Islanders ownership never gave a shit. You had an owner that bought the team who had no damn money.
They also had the fisherman logo. Remember that?
Yep, the Gorton's Fisherman logo.
Gordon Fisherman. That's an epic fail too.
It's a lot of damage. The Utah Jazz. This one's gonna be. They have a lot of pain.
Yeah, well, they also caused the shutdown of the entire NBA. Rudy Gobert.
Is it really God hates them or? Eternal pain? Nah.
Dude, fucking Jordan on Byron Scott, or whatever his name, Byron. The dude he pushed off on. My fucking memory is shot. Anyways. Alcide, maybe not the saddest franchise ever, but the Expos Nos Amours, we really nicknamed them our loved ones, are just a bunch of what if. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Must be from Montreal. Don't hurt too bad, because Montreal has the best looking women probably of any city in the world, easily.
It's the French women, baby.
Yeah, those French Canadian women, blue eyes, like curly hair, just oh man, in that city you're just like, this is not real, is it? And then there's just like, not know that one city could have so many good-looking women in it, but they also had horrible. They've been horrible in pretty much every sport since '93, right? Triglois took his song and dance out of town, and that was it. And then Marion Tremblay ran his ass out of town.
I know they had the Alouettes for a while, but now they suck.
Yep. All right.
Winnipeg Jets. I would probably say pump up your numbers. Because they still have the Thrashers, though.
Yeah, that's true. One failed franchise. Haven't really done much in Winnipeg, but they do have Line A, so...
Yeah, they should pump up their numbers. They're getting there, though.
The numbers.
Sacramento Kings, this is probably a God hates them or an eternal pain. Because remember, they got rigged out of an NBA final.
Hates them. They're internal pain. Eternal pain. Eternal pain.
The Knicks, would you say God hates them or eternal pain? Probably God hates them.
Me?
James Dolan.
God hates James Dolan. God hates Stephen A. or Spike Lee. God hates Charles Oakley. God hates Patrick Ewing. Like, God just hates that. Every Nick moment is a bad one, except for Willis Reed, like, on one leg. That's it. And that happened before I was even fucking born, and I'm 43 years old. Oh. God hates the Knicks.
The Orlando Magic, I'd probably put them at box.
I want to read Mastora for Canadian 5. How are you gentlemen doing tonight? I can't wait for the NFL draft coming up. Safe and enjoy your content. What day is the draft going to be on?
I have no idea. Probably Thursday? Next Thursday?
Let's skip the Tuesday show and then do the big draft.
Yep, April 23rd. So, yeah, we're looking at next Thursday, 8 o'clock.
Wow.
I'll have to bring some booze.
It's something that we all look forward to, but I think we'll probably have 2,000-3,000 viewers.
We'll probably have a marathon. We can do Thursday and Friday if you want.
Yeah, let's do them both.
Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday. We'll be drunk as fuck, hungover.
Yeah, let's.
Why not? We got nothing else going on.
Right. Of NFL milk out of this draft virtual.
Yeah, we need to milk that tea. Get those sweet, sweet ad revenue. That'll be claimed And let's be real,
Yep.
we're going to have as much of a high-quality production as the NFL draft does this year. Think about that. Roger Goodell is going to be announcing the picks from his basement.
They had concerns that delivering the equipment could give these GMs coronavirus. I'm like, have you guys heard of bleach wipes? Like, just fucking wipe it down.
They don't give a
Jeez.
shit.
Yeah.
That would imply they gave
I thought
a
we were
shit.
done, but we're fucking. Tucker White, I've been live tweeting y'all's quips all night. Thank you.
Thank you,
I've
brother.
not been on the tweets. All right, let's do some team.
Yeah, buddy. Toronto Maple Leafs. That's some eternal pain.
It is eternal pain, but they did win a cup in 1960.
Yeah, 67. The Mariners, I'm not even going to question that. That is eternal pain. A relentless punching of the dick. And now, like, everyone's jumping on the Mariners or shit bandwagon. And all I can say is, look, I shit on them before it was cool. About 'em.
Right. You absolutely shit piped them. Sad man just bent them over a fucking.
Yeah, like, I mean, literally, like, I had somebody in my ear, like, dude, you got to do the Mariners failure vid. And it's like, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Then he helped me out with the research a little bit, like, and we worked together and we did it. I found the vids, and boom, there you go. You have Mariners vid.
As soon as Sad Man just analytically destroys them, SB Nation comes out with a 5
Dorktown. Yes.
fucking destruction of the fucking Mariners, and you're just like, oh my god.
Let's put it this way: SB Nation is the Agent Orange and the petrol bombing of the entire Vietnamese forest. That's what they're doing at this point. Searing everything and making sure nothing grows again.
They elbow bombed them. Griffin Tirol for 5. Of course, Chargers are top tier. Unfortunately, Snapper chats don't allow me to curse Spanos. So can you do it?
Fuck you, Spanos. That's pretty easy.
Fuck you, Spanos.
Fucking
Pay your
Spanos.
Fucking Spano. Fucking. I should do Joe Exotic. Fuck you, Spanos.
Well, be
Fucking
careful.
kill-
We might actually fuck him.
Carol Baskin. Fuck you, Spanos.
Let's do these 2 Isaac
I'll
Foots
never
in the meantime, though.
financially recover from this.
Isaac Foot for 10. Just remember this, the first 2-point conversion for the Pats in 51 was the exact same play Bill used to go up 29-22 on Carolina in 38, and the exact same play they used to tie up the Chargers at 21-06. Yep. And they fall for it every time. And one more Isaac Foot. It really is a shame that there is no such thing as game film. Poor Dan Quinn. And that's why he's their defensive coordinator. Or was.
Apparently, Brett Coleman studies more film than Dan Quinn. No.
Dude, I think like any average YouTuber studies more film than Dan Quinn. Except me. I don't study film. I just shit on people.
I'm like, what am I looking at here? I just watch Brett Coleman. That's what I do. Breaks it down.
Let's keep on it going here. Let's go with the Miami Marlins. 2 World Series, but they blew it up every time. So I would put them at maybe that's a lot of damage.
They did make us feel very welcome. So
So that might be a little biased, unfortunately. I mean, I hope they make it, but still, you have that history of Loria.
a lot of sadness there. A lot of great stories in the Miami locker room.
Oh yeah,
but
I mean,
a lot of sadness.
got there in just the nick of time.
I was just thinking about that. Does not that feel like it just didn't even happen?
It felt like surreal because like that was the last hurrah. Like, oh, we're in Florida. Like okay, I might get coronavirus. It was in the back of my mind, but I didn't think everything was gonna fucking shut down days later.
And it feels so far ago.
It's not
though.
even been a month. It's been barely a month.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's been like 5 or 6
years. It feels like it literally feels like it happened years ago. Like, hey, remember that time we went to spring break or spring training back in '92?
Yeah, remember when we were on the field in the dugout? And to think we might be the only people in the damn dugout.
Yeah, I know. Right now we could just trespass at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. We could just go in there.
It's like, hey, where are you? It's like, oh, dude, I have press passes from early March. I'm good.
My neighbors have been going. There's a golf course that's like around here. They've been breaking onto the golf course and like playing it. and no one's stopping them because why would you? You know.
Well, because nobody gives a
So-
shit. Nobody's working it.
I haven't really interacted with anyone in this whole quarantine. 'Cause
Neither
don't-
have I.
I have no desire to go anywhere, do anything, talk to anybody. Like we hang out with one other family. It's just us. It's my wife and a husband and wife, and that's it. They're the only people that we see, other than people on the street or people that I give the death stare if they walk down the same aisle as me in the grocery store. It's the only human interaction I have is wishing other people would get the fuck out of my aisle so I can buy this macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's go.
sorry.
I threw the Mets in an obvious choice. God hates them.
God hates the Mets. God hates me personally. He's like, oh, Adam, you chose to be a Met and a Knick fan? Fuck you. And then he's like, welcome.
Oh,
to
God hates
coronavirus.
New York in general. Look at how they're getting destroyed by coronavirus.
No, yeah, it's just like, oh, look at just cesspool of humanity here. Fucking New York.
It's like, oh, you voted for de Blasio. Congratulations. You deserve this bullshit. Denver Nuggets.
Pain, but not, well,
What do you think?
I
That's a
don't know
lot of
how you
damage?
describe the Denver Nuggets. Damage.
Edmonton Oilers, I'd probably put in the same case. Yeah, that championship from the 80s, but they've been awful ever since.
Like this next one from Beast Metal 1989. Good thing the Johnsons don't run their pharma empire the way they do the Jets, or else they'd be looking at tens of millions of lawsuits from women who got ovarian cancer because 99% of the world's talc is contaminated with asbestos.
Jesus Christ.
Right. Didn't one of the Johnson kids die of an overdose or something like that? Like their whole family's a train wreck with a ton of money. Like, and yeah, Johnson & Johnson has not been a good name for product for a while, you know.
It's because
But, you know,
they probably been pissing away their empire.
well, they were one of the greatest, biggest empires ever. You know, they made soap.
Mm-hmm. And look where soap has gotten us. Nowhere.
Yep. Nowhere. Because if you don't use it, you spread the Rona.
Mm-hmm. Let's go with the Baltimore Orioles. What do you want to put them?
Orioles. A lot of pain. Not since 1983 have they won a World Series.
83.
Yeah, they got screwed. when
Ubaldo
Tony
Jimenez.
Yeah. Tony Tarasco was camping underneath an easy fly
And then
out
Jeffrey
from
Meyer went up and they gave it to the Yankees because that's what they do.
Worst call ever from an umpire.
Mhm.
Worst call I've ever seen.
Say
See.
God hates him.
God hates him. Cursed him with Peter Angelos. Definitely God hates him.
The Indiana Pacers. Call this one eternal pain?
Oh, they had some good years. They had Paul George.
Reggie Miller.
Reggie, Radar Miller, the Davis brothers. Larry Bird quit them. He didn't even want to coach. He was like, "Fuck you." He's like, I can't do this."
Mm-hmm.
And lick, you know. God hates him.
God does hate him.
Texas Cowboy 817. Hey, I love the show as a Dallas sports fan. Dak Prescott is way too overrated and dumb for breaking the stay-at-home order in Texas. Now, that's alleged. I don't know if they said that the cops were called and when they showed up, there was no party going on. But then again, the cops in Texas have a very notorious record of ignoring football stars, you know, and their misgivings. So, who knows what that was?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sometimes you need to invite 29 of your best friends over for a pussy party.
Every time. Sometimes you got to get that booty call. I mean, I get my dick wet if I
Gotta
could.
make sure that they just don't have the COVID when they get there.
Well, if you
and
get
they're
the Rona, then, I mean, so be it. Remember that kid. It's like, if I get Corona, I get Corona.
Yeah, that's right. I'm still gonna party, you know? I'm still gonna party.
Mm-hmm. San Diego Padres. I'd say they're eternal pain.
Eternal pain.
Tony
God.
Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn.
And then that 2015 team that fell to shit, and it's a lot of just futility.
Yeah, they did make one World Series, what, in '84 or something
Yep.
like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think did they make one in '97 and then get their asses kicked by the Yankees?
Swept out
98.
the building.
98.
They had Ken Caminiti. Carl Singleton for 5 points. Favorite MLB player of all time? That's a great question.
It is. Like me, it'd probably be like Frank Thomas or Ken Griffey.
Mine's really esoteric. Actually, it's Roy Campanella, the former catcher for the Dodgers. Dad loved him. That's why I played catcher. I used to watch like old, film of him, and he was just like one of the greats. So, Campy is my favorite of all time. Now, player I've seen play. Or Med of all time is David Wright, but probably Ken Griffey Jr. Guys, will we ever see a swing like the kid?
It might be a long time.
Gosh, I used to love to watch him hit from the left side. I used to batting practice, like from the left side, just to be like him. He had such a sweet swing.
So fluid.
Right. Yep. It was so fluent. How many languages did his swing?
Probably like 7 or 8.
Yeah, that's a fluent swing right there. Holy shit.
Florida Panthers. How do you feel about them?
Swing spoke Japanese. It's like konnichiwa. What? Where are we?
Florida Panthers. I'm gonna say
It's time
the
to
bog
get-
standard, or that's a lot of damage.
288 people that stuck around. It's time to get nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Florida Panthers.
Not much success. They had that one final run in '97. They got swept. No playoff series wins since then.
Fantasy's book. They play in a swamp.
That's so bog standard.
Nobody comes to their games. Yeah.
Pirates,
Yeah,
God
fine.
hates them. God hates the Pirates.
He hates you. He's like, fuck you, urinating tree.
Mm-hmm. God
How
definitely.
dare you smite? That's the thing. We just continue to smite all these sports teams, and everyone's like, please make them feel, please punish these two. And now we have no sports.
Mhm. Exactly. Detroit, it's obvious. Detroit is going to Detroit.
Feed Phil, Randy Moss moons Green Bay years later. Packers win their 4th Super Bowl, and Minnesota has more pain. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go.
It's what the Packers do, man.
All right, read
Big Daddy Sizzler 5 for 10. I'm so sports starved, I'm going to have a CPU versus CPU all-time team tourney on Madden. Knowing my luck, my Chargers will end up randomly drawing Pittsburgh, Dallas, or San Fran in round 1. It's okay, you're going to get New England, and then Rivers can lose to Brady again.
Be the best, you got to beat the best. And you're just delaying the inevitable if you draw someone like, the 87 Giants or some shit,
Yep. Let's go Beast of Metal 1989 for 20. Interesting fact about the Spanish flu. The Habs Metro series in 1919 was a best of 5. Then they tied Game 5. Then the Spanish flu swept through the Habs locker room, killed the player, and permanently crippled the GM. He died a few years later. Finals stopped, no cup. Yep, that was the last time they stopped for a non-lockout related.
Out, what is it? Oh, out the door in influenza.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody belly buttons and influenza. Fucking disease, man. We have to stop disease. We need to protest.
We need
the
to kill
coronavirus.
disease. We need to murder it in cold
We do
blood.
need to kill disease. Yep.
Like, get our knives and then stab the air. We will kill disease. Actually,
need
you
to
know what?
figure
Just
out
drop
how
a
to
nuke
do it.
on everything.
You know what?
So if
We have,
we
like-
kill like everyone, there will be no virus to survive. We gotta drop nukes everywhere. We'll kill coronavirus.
We have like what, 5-10 guns per person. If we all just got our guns and started shooting at the virus, we'll be fucking fine.
A couple people might die in the crossfire, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Right. You guys are fucking too scared to take on the virus. You just want to stay in your homes and just quarantine and wash your hands. Fucking take action, all right? Load up your guns and shoot the virus in its stupid virus face.
You have to. Let's keep on going here. What the Nashville Predators. Patrick Hornqvist scoring a goal and not much else. I'd say
Pretty
pump up their numbers. They need to pump up their numbers.
What say you, Kevin?
That'd be a fair assessment, I would believe. But you know what really pissed me off, during this corona lockdown is that I think I'll get the link here on the chat here. They had this hockeynews.com had this simulating the season, wrapping up the regular season, handing out the Stanley Cup, all of that. And apparently they had the Nashville Predators winning 4-2 over the Pittsburgh Penguins.
What?
Finals?
Yeah, I already put the link up. Yeah, the finals, basically.
You weren't winning a cup with John Hines.
I think every year they
Get that shit out of here.
No, they're not going to do it. It's fucking...
Last year's simulation had Tampa Bay winning it all, so
yes,
don't put any faith.
we're never going to win
in
a
that.
cup. We're never going to win a cup, and we're just going to have to ride John Cooper out of his bald ass for the foreseeable future. Dear God.
Lawyer your way up into.
Yeah, we're worming our way up into immortal, eternal pain. That is
And that's where the next team's going. The Texas Rangers, Eternal Pain.
Rangers get it. All right, thanks for checking in on the Preds.
Thanks, brother.
Appreciate it. No problem.
Yep, as I was mentioning, Texas Rangers, Eternal Pain, because that's what the
Texas
Rangers
Rangers
do.
outs away from a World Series. Outs away from the money.
They were a final strike away twice.
Right. Final strike. Yeah, not just outs away. You're right. A strike away from fucking winning it all. Josh Hamilton hits a fucking clutch ass home run, and then they fucked up. Nolan Ryan just had to be disappointed. Now they're getting rid of Globe Life Park. It's already torn down.
Stupid.
Alex Moreno, $1.99, all I can afford, guys. Man, times are tough. Cheers to Nathan's monies, man.
Dude, I'm just glad you're alive. That's all that matters, dude.
Yeah. Someday there'll
Thank
be
you.
gigs that we'll play, and you'll be able to ask Dan McGuire to come on the dumpster fire.
I
And
feel like I'm gonna miss it if I watch it live.
it's just at times, buddy. But we love you, man. Thanks for checking in, and don't think that your previous interactions with us are lost
Is it on right
at
now?
all, man. Hang in there, buddy.
Oh,
Hang in there.
Stuff.
Ken, we said hi.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Adam Hunter is a comedian. He follows me for some reason. I don't know why. He said there's some people that are going through this quarantine alone, like because he's married and has a kid. He's like, and I am so jealous of them. Dude, there's been some real stressful times between my wife and I. I'll tell you that. We did this project. We removed this fucking carpet from the stairs and stained it and all that shit. And yeah, I'm surprised our marriage survived. Fortune, Darker Eye. You just put the Rockies and Rays down there. I see what you're doing.
I put the Rays down. I didn't put the Rockies anywhere.
Rays are a lot of pain. But
The Rays are just pump up their numbers.
pump up the numbers. Misfortune Darkrai, first time I think. Never seen that little anime thing, unless that's somebody impersonating. Colorado Rockies got to be in eternal pain when you get to them. I feel eternal pain from them at least, especially in 2007. Yeah, Rockies. Matt Holliday didn't touch the plate though, so I don't know.
I mean, they got swept, so they were going to lose anyway.
Swept out of them. They got their colon pressed inward.
Mm-hmm. Omega Black for 2. God and Satan hate the Browns.
No, God and Satan.
That's the only thing they can agree on. Fuck the Browns. Got 2
Right.
pieces of metal. Tier maker went black. So, as they say, once you go black, you don't go back. And then he said, never mind.
And then it came back. All right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like Carl.
Unfortunately. Tier maker went to blacked.com.
Then God calls up Satan. He's like, "Hey, how are we gonna fuck the Browns?" He's like, "Give him Baker Mayfield, man."
Give him Jimmy Haslam.
Yeah. Satan's like, "Hey, there's this really good kid. There's this kid that'd be perfect for quarterback for them." And God's like, "Who, man? Who?" He's like, "Baker Mayfield, man." He's like, "You didn't think Trubisky?" He's like, "Nah, man. Wait a year. Wait a year. We saved Trubisky for the Bears." And just basketball. What's your favorite jersey or sports clothing that you own? I recently got a Jim Craig jersey, and it's probably my new favorite.
Damn.
I love the Jackson Rangers jersey that Kevin Von Michael Magnum gave me.
Very nice.
That's probably my favorite, and then second behind that is the blue Eli Manning jersey.
I remember I used to have like
What about
a baby blue Chargers LT jersey that I used to love.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
You don't wear your number 7 Ben Roethlisberger?
Oh God, no! The only jersey I have is a Marquise Pouncey jersey I got like 6-7 years ago.
Pouncey jersey?
Yeah, my brother got it for me for Christmas. I was just like, whatever, I'll take it.
You don't have one that says "fat fuck" on the back?
No, I do not. I don't think the
Ben
NFL would allow that.
Oh, you can just get a stitch on. You ask some alterer or some Asian cleaners, be like, "Can you put fat fuck on here?" "Oh, we put anything you want, motherfucker. You pay for that shit."
And it's just cheap Chinese shit and everything falls off quickly.
Yeah. No, they know how. At least my tailor knows how to sew. I don't know about you. They should sew me some masks. That's what I should be. Hey, can you turn this suit that I will never wear again into a mask? All right. Robert L. Mike Milbury coached the Bruins to a Stanley Cup final appearance in 1990. That's why the Isles hired him. That, and he hates the Rangers. F that guy. Yeah, he did go into the stands in the Rangers and slap somebody with his shoe like he was, an Iraqi after they took down the Saddam Hussein statue. And it with a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Red Wings.
Yep, that's pure Detroit. The Reds, would you go box standard with them?
Yeah. Reds, they won the World Series in
89, 90, and then you have Mark Schott, you have Dusty Baker, Ken Griffey.
Yep, that's really bad. Ken Griffey wasted him. He only came there because he wanted to come home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado Rockies, God hates them. God hates the Rockies.
Rockies. But he's like, all right, weed's legal here, so.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, oh, you have a good hitting core? Well, too bad. You're never going to get pitching. Have fun. The Sabres are eternal pain.
Oh, yeah.
So eternal pain.
You know what I like about the Rockies, though, was the amount of mullet they had, though, in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Bichette, Larry Walker, Galarraga,
Vinny
Castilla.
Vinny Castilla had the Mexi mullet, which was, shaved up on the sides, but real slicked back, like, flat down. Fucking, yeah. Vinny Castilla's mullet was amazing. Larry Walker.
Oh, yeah. He had a fantastic mullet. That mullet itself deserved to be in the Hall of Fame.
So, Foxtrot uniform, Charlie Kilo. Yankee Oscar uniform, Sierra Papa, Alpha November.
Oscar Sierra. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Oh. Thanos!
Mm-hmm.
Last one, and then we'll finish out the tier maker. And wow, we maintained pretty much 275, 288 the whole stream.
I know. I'm surprised by that. I thought we would have dropped like hard.
Fuck, I love you. Yeah.
Ballsy. Jared Russell for 2. Where is Raleigh? Well, the thing with Raleigh is they've had a good stretch over the past year or so. A couple of years ago, they'd be on this list, but they wouldn't be higher than bog standard or pick up your numbers. It's because of recency.
You know what I miss?
What?
Just going outside.
Yeah. I miss that too. I miss going to the gym.
Yeah, you can't even go to Denny's and sit down.
Yeah, I mean you can get takeout, but who the fuck wants takeout from Denny's?
They say that they're gonna bring back restaurants with shields.
Denny's to begin with.
Are they gonna have a 4-way divider though?
Like, where do you serve the food? Like,
Yes, maybe they should do it where you go into your own little clean booth, like in just like some type of Japan weird shit, where you just go into your own ISO clean room booth, and then they serve it through a little slot underneath the door.
So like jails.
Yeah, but
do
you
you
pay
like
for the
Denny's?
experience, and you slide your tip in underneath. All right, let's finish out these teams. Suns,
Phoenix Suns.
Eternal.
Yeah, they're eternal. OKC Thunder, I'd say God hates them. Both for the Supersonics, and I mean, God hates them for moving from Seattle.
Yeah, they had 3 Hall of Famers: Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, and they're all gone.
And they blew them all. Tigers are pretty obvious. That's bog standard Detroit.
Yeah,
Timberwolves, would you say eternal pain yet, or does God just hate them?
I just hate the T-Wolves just because they're such a gosh, they've been around for a long.
The Timberwolves, man. Trailblazers, eternal pain yet, or still God hates them?
God hates.
Yep, God hates the Trailblazers. The
They
Twins,
won a championship when Bill Walton was on that team.
I'd say the Twins that's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage for the
Yep.
Twins.
The White Sox, that's a lot of damage, you think? Or bog standard?
Bog standard.
Yeah. The
Who else
Wilds,
here?
it's a lot of
Ozzie
damage.
Guillen. Question that I have, really important. When you play for the Wild, are you a Minnesota Wild or are you just Wild?
Probably both.
That guy's wild, man. Or it's like, oh, finish the sentence. Matt Zuccarello is a Minnesota,
He's just a Wild player.
the Wild player.
Or a player for the Minnesota Wild.
Yeah. Or he's a Wild.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his own pool right now.
But
Wow.
we have one more. The rest of these are duplicates. We have the Cleveland Browns. Should we put them just in Detroit for the sake of it? Because they were in their own tier?
That's
Yes.
the most Cleveland thing is to have Cleveland in the Detroit tier.
Yes. They always say at least we're not Detroit. Well, you're Detroit now.
Up in Alex. Alex Moreno, might I chime in before my boss comes on CBS? What do you got, Alex? Let me unmute you.
take it.
What?
I
What's
was
up?
gonna say, like, I guess going back to being a little repetitive, you could put the Clippers in there because they haven't won anything in all 3 cities. In fact, 10 NBA teams if you exclude the
Diego.
NBA championships.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's
That's
10
true, I
NBA
forgot
teams.
that.
Ooh. There's 10 whole. Can you name them all?
The ABA, the Bucks, the Pacers, the Clippers.
The
Was
Nets.
Kansas City have a team? The Nets.
No.
Kansas City Kings.
Well, they had the Kings. Yeah, they had the King.
Kings. Oh, these are teams that are now in the NBA.
Pretty much just all
Or-
teams who've never won a single NBA championship.
Then who else was in the ABA? The Sixers, right? They were in the ABA. No?
No, I don't think they were. Oh wait, take it. The Magic were, and so were the Nuggets. The Nuggets were.
Oh, the Nuggets were definitely ABA. I don't know. I give up.
There was also the Jazz, the Magic. There was
The Jazz, the Rain City Bitch Pigeons,
yeah.
Tropic,
I thought they were the Poop Sox.
the Poop Sox. That's right.
The Poop Sox.
The
Do my
Sonics
Rams
an
call-
ABA team.
No, I don't
Pacers
think they
had to
were.
be. No.
No.
Rockets.
Do my Rams qualify for this list? No, the Rockets. No, wait, the Rockets I think have one. Yeah, from '95, right?
Oh, yeah, they have a championship, but were they in the ABA? I don't know.
They were the San Diego Rockets, believe it or not.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Spurs, Flint
Let me
Tropic,
check out.
Jackie Moon.
Do my Rams qualify for the list?
Let's get
What, Sadness? Oh, maybe. Yeah, well, the Rams.
They were close, but I mean, they were too close. Plus, kind of there. They just be pump up your numbers at this
your
rate.
I mean, they've been snake bits in Los Angeles. They only ever won a Super Bowl in St. Louis.
Then they brought him back just to be irrelevant again.
And now
They were for a
now they
brief moment,
designed
and they just-
a $6 billion stadium to be in the shape of the logo, which they just redesigned.
that logo honestly needs its own category of just shame.
Shame. It's just shame and just
A tier maker of logos. That's what you.
Actually, you know what? Let's do that next. This logo
Logo
just, you
tier
just need
maker.
like the
I gotta do
The
whole
Rams
videos
tie
of
logo.
them. I gotta animate shit. You know, I gotta make it funny.
you need like the Ram. Just have its own category as the Rams Tide logo. That's what I think of it as. Well, actually, what's the worst? That or like the Chargers Dodgers ripoff logo? What do you think?
Says people are DMing me a Kirk Cousins for Deshaun Watson.
What?
It'll happen. Bill O'Brien. It's like I'll throw
Come
in this
on, Bill,
bag of
do it.
Skittles.
Do it, Bill.
Jeez.
I'll
Do
throw
it.
in a bag of Skittles
Do
and a
it.
used Hyundai. Bill O'Brien will trade Deshaun Watson for like a bag of Skittles and a used Hyundai, probably.
New Hyundai. They'll get him with the.
No, used one.
Like, hey, look, this thing has the undercoat and new floor mats, and Bill O'Brien be like, "Fuck yes." Pour that
Really?
in.
I'll throw in a Geo Metro. How's that
Right.
sound?
They're like, "Hey, we'll refill your butt chin with mayonnaise so you can use it later."
Oh.
Hey, we gotta wrap up the show. We've done 2 hours of time. There it is. There's your tier list of sadness right there.
Look at all those tears.
Look
Detroit
at this
and Cleveland.
tier maker.
Look at the
All right.
power of pain that we made.
Made pain.
And he'll still get arguments.
Look at this tier maker.
All right, Tree. Any final thoughts?
No,
Thank
I
you all
don't.
to the people, by the way.
I'm shocked you people are still around. Thank you guys for sticking around.
Anytime.
What are we gonna do in this quarantine?
Jack off. That's all you can really do.
Other than, take a trip to Google Incognito and see where that takes us, but that's another story for another time.
There's reasons to use private browsing, honey. Like sometimes you gotta see how a certain site looks when all those cookies are not on it, Plus, you can browse
True.
things faster. So that's a reason why I use private browser.
You know what the really sad thing is? I could have been in I usually go to an anime convention around this time, around Easter, because it's like a tradition me and my sister had.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of like crazy freaking parties going on, like in the Good Friday portion of it. There could have been some really bad decisions made by a lot of people, and I could have
you could have been some shenanigans yourself. That's too bad.
and I could have helped them with those bad decisions.
No, not help them. You should have joined them in those decisions.
Done them. Should have done them.
I gotta head out, guys. My boss is on CBS.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
See you,
What?
My boss is on CBS. Yes.
Yes. Oh, hey. They're probably like, we had 86 cases of corona at the country club.
One was from Dan McGuire.
Yep. And that Alex Moreno guy, he deliberately spread it. He's our asymptomatic super spreader.
We've nicknamed Alex Moreno Typhoid Moreno. And he's, Who's that? Is that Brussel right there? Let me unmute Brussel. I don't know why he's muted.
I'll be back, guys. See ya.
You got something to say? No. Oh, he's just got his mic muted. I've got it. He's unmuted. Huh. Do you not have a mic, Bruss? Anyways.
What? Oh, there we go.
You got on.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you got to
You
unmute
there?
yourself. We're about to wrap up. You got 30 seconds to say something.
I don't think you can hear.
Do 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 in your pants earlier, like I did when I started down my leg.
You smell like shit. Take a shower.
That was a true story, by the way. It was like the size of one of those, not a full Cadbury egg, but like the size of one of those mini.
Oh, is it like one of those chocolate filled eggs? One of those things?
Yeah, You ever just like you're trying to squeeze that fart out, and you know something a little early comes in, or a little late comes with it, and you're just like, oh fuck, and then you realize what happened, and then you go check the damage, and you're like, fuck, I shit myself. Yeah. Happens. There he is.
Hey!
Hey.
Some noise.
You there?
What?
Oh, you're on 3 MPS internet?
Maybe.
You sound horrible, Jared. You sound
Yes.
horrible.
Yes, I
All
know.
right.
Hold on here.
All right. Say something, and then we got to sign off.
Okay, I don't believe Minnesota belongs in this list, for one. And two, I was just trying to message you because I paid for 2 super chats that for some reason never went through.
Which ones?
I know we saw we got the Foxtrot uniform Charlie
Fuck
Kilo
you, Stan.
Yankee and the Raleigh one. We saw those. Yep.
Oh, I didn't. You guys
Got
didn't
them
read
all,
one.
and then you sent another 5-1, so you can retract that second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, dude.
Weird.
You
For
said
some-
fuck you.
It must
Stan,
have just cut
on-
off or something. Like, because I remember we did read them.
Oh,
No, it's all right, dude. I mean, it'll probably be up in the rerun or something.
something. Well, thanks, Jared Brissell, for checking in. All right, I gotta sign off because
Russell.
Brussels. I know. I'm terrible with names. I can't even remember.
Come on, even
my own
I've learned Brussels 5 points. Get it right, man.
Brussels.
Brussels, like Brussels sprouts.
Yep.
Yes.
I got a
Yes,
deep
yeah.
lecture and a good caning for messing
Like
that up.
Brussels, though. It sounds so fancy. I'm Jared Brussels. That's how you got to get the ladies, man. Be like, hey, my name is Brussels.
But
I
maybe
already
there's
have
a
a
water.
girlfriend. I don't. I don't need anyone else. I already have a girlfriend of 5 years. I don't need anyone else.
Listening? Is she sitting right next to you?
Maybe.
Yeah, huh? Uh-huh.
Well, I'm in the
Does she
kitchen.
have a gun?
Your room is pretty unique.
Your internet history disagrees. All right. Let me get out of the show. All right. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Tree, you can sign off because you have the end stream button.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I know I say that a lot. I'm not 5 points, Vids, and you made it to the end of this stream. Thank God.
We clear?